Hello, welcome back to a Pub in the Life. Welcome and happy Monday. Summer season kicked off right straight out of our nightmares, basically. But we're here and we're able to just have a walk because it was a bit windy. And even if we're recording this on a Sunday, Mom has been working, so thinking quite a lot. So, in today's episode, steal somebody else's homework. Now, we have borrowed it, and I mean, taken it for free. It was a gift from most people out there that we consider not having made it because it's probably like the wrong way to see it, but that are further along in the journey that Mom is pursuing, and that for some things, not for all things, we can look up to. And one of the things they all say is the people that you deem as successful people, at least in our industry, but I guess in most things in life, is steal those people's homework. I mean, they have done things for the better part of their life that might be like double of yours, for example. And you're gonna find yourself just talking about situations that you feel are unsolvable issues. Whereas potentially, these are just things that they already have seen, they already have done, and they know maybe it's not such a big deal, or they might have seen things that you're considering normal and just maybe have a different take. So it's not easy to find yourself in those specific, that specific like type of environment, because you need to be open enough to have lots of doors shut down. And I'm going to give you a tiny hint on that, just because I think it's useful for the biggest part of the audience that maybe hasn't quite done it yet. So a couple of years ago, Mom found herself trying to get her a bit of money, but also doing this. So going to where she thought potentially somebody was there that had made it, could have given her lots of interesting, this is part of the process of a pup in the life, interesting pieces of advice. All right. This is hard, guys. Okay. This is part of the hardest things you do when you work from home. Take care. Sorry. You take care of the trash. Nevertheless, she tried to do it, and she found a person that, she didn't quite know that this guy was actually that type of guy. But she quickly realizes that he starts talking about his contacts. He starts referencing things that made sense in that area. So she quickly realizes that the type of people that this guy knew, and the type of journey that this guy has had. And so she started thinking, well, if I am able to just simply put on this guy on board, well, it's going to be probably an amazing thing. Guy was thinking the same. He was probably sniffing out for talent somehow, and just to look for something in his next chapter. And at some point, they agree upon him being an angel investor and probably, being in the board of directors of the company, and being able to help with sales, for example. So a couple of things. And he, introduced some funds, some contacts, people like interesting people, startups that he was, onto. And to be honest, it wasn't looking bad until at some point the guy completely disappears. And long story short, guy doesn't end up investing, hasn't talked to mom barely anymore, but without any like hard feelings. It's just that sometimes you're gonna realize that people might be just a bit different than they look, or you might just have met them in not the best moment for you to actually do something with them. So like, who knows? So fast forward, she meets a person that more or less is a lookalike of this person, just has probably way more money, and in general has done many more things. But they're playing like in not so many so very different leagues, and I'm not talking about fourth series and Champions League. It's like Champions League and Conference League. So yeah, like good, but not like quite the same. She meets this guy, and guy's vibe is similar, but a bit more chill, a bit more relaxed, a bit more clear. And the deal, is probably not going to be money, not directly. It's going to be probably like an advisory role or something. But this is not the point of the podcast. The point of the podcast is that if you think that mom has met like this person like 5 times to 10 times total with calls and in general things like that, you're gonna find yourself in a situation in which you understand that this person has given so much value that you cannot give a monetary value to it, and you cannot close with, well, okay, like just become my angel investor, like just buy from me. Like it doesn't work like that. And so it works into just giving fuel to the relationship and investing when you don't know, and you know that you're gonna spend like 2 hours, 3 hours with the person, but you're gonna go out and it's gonna feel like a whole year of master's degree at least. In one is what is mom's way of feeling about it. So I'm just talking the 2 different moments and the 2 different years. 2 years have passed by more or less, and just to tell you that it makes a difference, like the person and the moment in which the person is in. But most importantly, it makes a difference because you're not going to realize that it also depends on how you approach the person and how you think about, connecting to these people, where money can't be the driver because money is not the things you're looking for in the person. Money is just money, and rich people have people asking them for money all the time. So ask yourself, what's behind the money? Like, how did these people make money? Given that, ethically speaking, you need to be on the same, level and think, have the same set of values with these people. Like this is obvious. Like I'm not going to tell you anything different than this, because if that is not the case, well, it's going to be hard for you to just match with them, right? And so if you think how many things you can learn from a 30, 40, 50, 60 years career from a person, do you think this has monetary value? It's quite hard to understand. And do you think it just depends on them? Maybe not. It might depend on you. It probably mainly depends on you. So don't just go ask for money. Just find another way. And as we always say, if somebody wants to help you, they will help you. If somebody's just there for the clout or maybe looking to make a quick buck, they're not going to stick. And to be honest, like if we think back about it, just need also to meet people where they are. So it just goes for them and it goes for you. Like if mom thinks about how this former person just didn't see the view, didn't see probably mom at 100%. You just see how the company was doing at that point. What was the type of idea, type of project that mom had just at that point. But that, in all honesty, it's not where you should meet the person. Probably should see the vision, how they see the world, if your values align. And probably maybe with this person, maybe the values didn't align, and that's why it wasn't possible for mom to do shit. And right now it is possible to do something with this other person because maybe they align. But one thing is for sure, you need to steal other people's money. Sorry, this other people's homework. I just wanted to see if you were ready to just hear some crap and just tell me something about it and then call me out. Steal their homework. You're not gonna be cooler if you just do it yourself. These people will tell you and will be very happy to share because they wish they did the same, and if they did, they probably were successful because of that. Now, this is all for today. Hopefully it was inspiring. Hopefully it was useful. We're now going to vote because there is a referendum in Italy. Sending you lots of kisses, hugs, and a bit of barks. Bye!